Why is Facebook Marketplace ruining America? Today's gonna be a bit more of a story time. Fortunately, this has only happened to me once, but it was a pain in the ass. You not being able to afford somebody's asking price, and them turning down your lowball offer, is not grounds for a negative seller review. See, this past summer I was selling a car, and I was in no big hurry to sell it. I was still driving it every day, but it needed tires and I didn't need the car anymore. So I posted it at the high end of the range, and if somebody wanted to pay it, it could go. If not, it'd be my beater until winter rolled along when I was gonna quit driving it, I'd drop the price to sell it. Then some asshole comes along and lowballs me 40% of my asking price. No. Conversation could have stopped there, right? But oh no, this guy needed to go on a big long rant, telling me it's not worth that, it's only worth what he's offering. I'm a fucking idiot who doesn't know a fucking thing about car values. I haven't been like buying and selling vehicles since I was 15 or anything. So after his rant, I politely informed him that if he was so sure it's only worth what he says it's worth, he should have no issue finding it from somebody else and buying it there. I don't see why he continues to waste both of our time. He huffs and puffs and leaves me a bad seller review, saying no one should do business with me because I've got no idea what vehicles are worth. Which of course I appealed because it's bullshit. But it got me feeling petty. I don't get petty very often, but I believe if you're gonna do something, you should do it right. So after minimal Facebook stalking, I found out he owns a motorcycle performance shop with a Facebook page that had no reviews. I figured it was time for his first review. With 1 star and a comment about how the owner is incredibly unprofessional and I would never personally recommend somebody doing business with a person like him, he messages me from his company page, whining about how it isn't fair that I'm messing with his business. Funny, he seemed to have no problem doing it to me, but he's keeping me engaged in this petty pursuit, so while we're arguing, I'm scrolling more through his page, and I found that he was publicly shit-talking on his page about one of his customers. So being the good Samaritan that I am, I went and found this old-timer and his wife that he was trash-talking, and sent them a link. They were understandably less than pleased. They leave this big long comment on that post explaining how they drove up from a different state to buy something from him, and he stood them up. When they expressed how they were frustrated about that, he posted the conversation online. Once again, being the very good Samaritan that I am, reached back out to this old-timer who'd been slighted by this slimy businessman and let him know that his comment was likely going to get deleted because it was on a post, but he could leave a review which cannot be deleted. And I gave him very detailed instructions, screenshots and everything on the process to do that. Now this guy's business page has 2 reviews. Meanwhile, his negative comment on my seller page got taken down, and I ended up selling my car like a month later for 90% of my asking price. Moral of the story is if you think it's a good idea to be a petty asshole, remember there's always somebody out there who can be an even pettier asshole.